You know, if there's a guy in MMA that doesn't get enough credit, it's probably Rafael Dos Nachos. I mean, this guy, he's seen a thing or two in the sport, and honestly, he has fought some pretty tough competition, not just in lightweight, but welterweight as well. He's set to fight Vicente Luque, this coming up weekend. And honestly, man, I was kind of looking over his resume because I knew that he fought like a lot of good names, but I was kind of astounded at like just how many there were. Let me just actually go through some of them. Going way back to like when he first made his UFC debut, fought Jeremy Stevens, fought Tyson Griffin. Man, you remember when Tyson Griffin was a pretty good prospect? Yeah. And who else? Clay Guida, Gleason Tebow. Wow. Who else? Who else? Evan Dunham. Obviously, he's fought Donald Cerrone twice. Habib. You know, when Habib beat RDA, I remember at that time that I mean, people were aware of how good or like the potential of Habib becoming a champion, right? But I don't think anyone would have guessed that Habib would be as dominant or he would continue his dominance, for the rest of his career. So, yeah, moving on down the list Benson Henderson, Nate Diaz, Anthony Pettis. Yeah, that was a really big upset. I I remember going into that fight, and in my mind, because I knew that RDA was on a bit of a good win streak, because he had won 5 fights in a row before he lost to Habib, and then he won another 3 fights. And I mean, like I knew the guy was good, but like a lot of other people, I thought he was kind of like a journeyman, like everyone was thinking, yeah, he's good, he's really like turned it around in his career. He's winning a lot more, but there's no way he's gonna beat Anthony Pettis. Boy, boy, oh boy, were we all wrong on that one. I'm sure there are some of you that actually called it like, no, no. I can see you guys now. You're like, no, no, no. I knew all along RDA was going to dominate Anthony Pettis. Clay Guida showed the blueprint. Still, man, like that. There are a couple fights that are pretty hard for me to watch, and that one, especially because I was such a big fan of Anthony Pettis, that one was especially hard. I've only watched that fight once, like live, and like I've come to appreciate RDA now, but even now, today, I would not be able to go back and watch that fight because that was just a pure ass kicking. Anyway, after he won his title from Anthony Pettis, beat Don Cerrone, we all know he lost it against Eddie Alvarez. And yeah, fought Tony Ferguson when Tony Ferguson was still the boogeyman at lightweight. And then, yeah, this is when he moves back up to welterweight. Tariq Safadine, Neil Magny. Him winning against Robbie Lawler kind of surprised me too. That one really surprised me. Then he had a couple tough matchups, right? Colby Covington, Kamaru Usman managed to bounce back against Kevin Lee. Leon Edwards, Michael Chiesa, Paul Felder, Renato Moicano. This man has gone through a who's who of fighters, man. Like, win or lose, this guy has fought some really tough names. Like, my God. And I've also just realized this. He's actually won 3 of his last 4. He lost against Rafael Dos, but in his most recent outing, he managed to submit Brian Barberena. Sorry. Man. Yeah. This man does not get the credit that he deserves, to be honest. Yeah, just like that is just crazy. Yeah, this man really has not had an easy fight. Man. It's crazy. But anyway, we're here to talk about him going against Vicente Luque. And, they're both Brazilians. They both have, like, some pretty good grappling credentials. As much as I like RDA, man, and I'm going to be rooting for him to win this match. I'm sure it's going to be a fun match regardless of who wins. But considering his age and how long he's been in the game, like, I know he can still be somewhat competitive at the top of the division, but God, he's been in the fight game for so long, man. And there's a point where no matter how much experience you have, eventually the younger guy is just gonna get you out of there. He's just gonna win. And honestly, I'm rooting for RDA, but I'm guessing just because of the youth and how freaking durable Vicente Luque is, Vicente's probably gonna win this. I don't know if he'll finish Hoffa, but maybe Vicente will get a unanimous decision win. But I don't imagine that Rafael will make it an easy fight. This is just my thoughts. I will be happy if RDA wins, to be honest. But right now, I'm kind of favoring Vicente. That man is... I think that man's only been stopped like twice. Twice in his entire career. Yeah, it'll be a very tough fight for Rafael. Let me know down in the comments who you think is going to win between RDA and Vicente. Yeah. Well, that's really all I got. If you stuck around the video for this long, kudos, thank you. Consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm really trying to get to 100 subscribers before the end of the year. I'm like around that 70 subscriber mark right now. So let me get there, man. Let me know down in the comments who you think is going to win this fight. And I will see y'all in the next one.
your winner by technical knockout,